Hi, everyone, and welcome to the fourth segment of our interviews with IAPSS team members. I'm here with Dr. Meenakshi Bansal, who's the chair of the Asia and Oceania Student Research Committee, also known as an SRC. Meenakshi, how are you doing today?
Very well. Thank you, Justin.
Well, that's great to hear. So our first question is, would you be able to tell us some information about yourself, maybe your academic background, your involvement in IAPSS and various positions and stuff like that?
Okay, hello. As Justin told, my name is Meenakshi Bansal and I'm from India. In SRC, I hold a position of chair of this Asia and Oceania SRC. If I talk about the background, then I'm involved with this SRC since 2019 and now it's to 2021. And I can say that this SRC is really keep growing very strong. When I joined the SRC, it was in its initial stage. I can say like it was in its growing stage, but after then, it is like growing and growing more with more and more members. Now I have 7 members in my SRC, and they all belong from different regions of the world. As I have many members from Oceania region, I have one member from this Europe region also, and I'm from India. So we all are like we are from multi regions. We can say that this SRC is actually representing this interconnected words in our global time. And if I talk about the past involvement in IEPS, then I joined this SRC as a member of Asia and Oceania SRC, and after then I'm chairing this SRC. That's it.
Okay, well, thank you so much. It's great to have someone from one of the SRCs here, as we've had somebody from one of the journals before, and then a few folks from the regions. So the next question would be, maybe would you be able to provide some details about how your term as SRC chair has been this year so far? And are there any accomplishments that in particular that you're proud of?
Okay, my term as a chair is like really boosting kind. Like when I become a chair in the last year, May 2020, then uh, after 2 months, that is in July, we organized a webinar with a Professor Carrie Brown from King's College London, and it was really fabulous webinar. Like you can see the video of this webinar on IF's YouTube channel also. And after then, we organized a lecture series in collaboration with Africa and MENA region SRC from this September to December. And right now we are working on a webinar. I think it will be held in 23rd of February. And by next month, I think we will have a e-symposium. And in fact, we have also advertised for the speaker. If anybody is interested in joining as a speaker for the e-symposium, they can join. The e-symposium will focus on this USA and China. As we see that during COVID-19, there are a lot of clashes between USA and China. It would be more interesting if we can discuss about these clashes. And this e-symposium would provide us a great platform to discuss these clashes.
Okay, well, thank you so much. And I guess that sort of stems into the next question a little bit, which involves kind of future plans. But I guess we can perhaps merge that with question 4, which is sort of like the long-term vision of what you have for the future of IAPSS in general. So I guess I'll give you a 2-part question in that case. So first, what are your plans for the rest of the year for the SRC? And what's, I guess, your vision for the future of IAPSS in general? And how, what do you think IAPSS should do in the next few years?
Okay, first for the SRC, like I really want to make this SRC more strong in terms of like contribution to IAPS and in terms of contribution to political science students. Like I really want to explore every kind of academic events during the term of my chair as in this SRC. Like we have organized a webinar, we have been part of this telethon, we have been part of lecture series. Now we will be the part of e-symposium. I really want to explore more and more. And beside it, we are My members are really active in contributing a article to the ADV blog of RSR, this IAPSS. And we are also contributing a paper. Beside that, in future, I'm hoping to submit more and more paper to Politicon. And I think by the end of this week, we will submit one paper to Politicon. I really want to contribute more research also, as SRC represent this research section. And if I talk about the future for the IAPSS, then I think IAPSS is more popular in Asia, this Europe's region, but in India, like very few students know about the IAPSS. I think we should try to get reach with more and more students and try to involve more and more political science students in our IAPSS. It would be more like beneficial for the IAPSS itself and for the students also. As in the IAPSS, you get an opportunity to connect with the students from different region of the world, and we can get better learning with their experiences.
And I guess how would be the best way to get more students from Asia involved in IAPSS?
I think whenever we organize an event, we should try to add a question whether you want to join the IAPSS as a member, or as a member in journal, or as a member of the SRC. We try to involve more and more students. We can organize academic events on regular basis, and we should try to focus more on advertisement part. Like if we talk about the Facebook, then we are only limited to our IAPSS pages, but there are more other segments where we can post our advertisements, because in my region, people are like used to see other things like conference alerts pages.
Yeah, those definitely sound like great ideas, and I guess that sort of, yeah, definitely a priority for IAPSS is to definitely branch out in Asia in particular. I know that we had an event that IAPSS Asia ran earlier this mandate about various student government situations there. So it's a bit of a mixed political landscape among student representative organizations, and kind of diverse challenges that maybe are unique to Asia in particular. But I guess on this note, our next question is sort of the special topic aspect, and it's, so you've chosen the global repercussions of COVID-19 on political science students. So the floor is yours.
Okay. In my SRC, I'm planning to do a project on this global repercussions of COVID-19 on political science students. As we all are aware that COVID-19 has impacted all of us. And I just want to focus particularly like how COVID-19 has impacted the political science students, because political science students can understand better the policies which our government are making, or which government are planning to make in future in relation to this COVID-19. In my project, I will try to cover as maximum countries I can. My team will create a Google form, and we will send this Google form to all the students in the world. Like we have a people from Oceania region, we have a people from Asia, and we have a people from this Europe also. We will try to cover as many students from the different part of the world. And the best thing is in IAPSS, we have a people from all over the world. So I think if we can we can do a project in better way on this global impact or repercussions of COVID-19 on political science students. And beside that, also want to focus that why COVID-19 has impacted political science students, and how it has impacted, are the impacts are in positive or negative. Like on superficial level, we think we can assume that mostly impacted are negative. but there are some positive impacts also. So through this project, we we wanna sh- we wanna indicate the positive impacts of this COVID-19 on political science students along with negative points. I think it would be a new insight into this COVID-19 and political science students.
And do you have any hypotheses for potential negative effects and or positive effects that would be specific to students in political science?
Okay. For the negative, we can the first hypothesis can be that due to COVID-19, there were no classes. Students were limited to do the self-study. Like students, or either they are like more, like they can become reliable on only on online studies. But in reality, there is lot of differences between the online and offline study, because the to gain thing we actually need to meet our teachers. Without formally or physically meeting our teacher, we can't learn many things. And beside, along with that, if I talk about the positive hypothesis, then there are positive hypothesis also, as like due to COVID-19 we get a lot of leisure time to focus on our goals. And we also have a ample of time to brush up our weak points in relations to political science theories or concepts of political science. And we also get a time to learn many new things like this online courses. And I think IEPS has also has one online courses in collaboration with this, I think on edX.
Yeah, I believe we kind of put that into effect within the last couple of years there. And I know we've also done a few webinars on COVID-19. There was a one on COVID-19 in Asia that was done last year. And also, I believe that IEPS Ukraine had a sort of conference focused on that topic as well. So it was definitely very interesting. And those videos, at least the IEPS Asia one is available on YouTube, and the IEPS Ukraine video is available, I believe, on their Facebook page.
Yes, in fact, I was a part of one conferences that was organized by IEPS Ukraine. I also presented a paper in it.
Yeah, it was kind of one of the earlier online conferences. It was really impressive that they kind of organized that even before some of the larger political science professor associations and stuff like that. So yeah, it was definitely great to see. And I guess as you mentioned that you're in India, are there any unique factors that are COVID related affecting political science students in India right now?
Like in India, due to COVID, and due to COVID, the government announced a lockdown, and in lockdown there were no classes. Students were in a dilemma, like what should we do? In fact, the exams are also got delayed. In fact, the session that used to start in the month of July has got started in November. So students have lost their academic 4 to 5 months due to this COVID-19. And the students who usually get their degree during this during the month of this August or September, now they are still struggling to complete their session. So I think COVID has really impacted the political science students or other stream students also. And due to COVID, like students, like they get stuck to this only COVID thing. But in reality, there are many things beside this COVID. And as we know, this political science is really too wide. We have many things to look on, but during the last year 2020, we only get to hear about COVID only.
Yeah, I guess it is kind of compounded by the effects of other kind of issues and crises that are happening at the same time. And it's really, yeah, definitely having some serious effects with the addition of that, right? Especially, I know in some areas of the world that we've heard about through IEPS, political activism has been affected. It's more difficult to, organize things like, physical demonstrations and stuff, or conduct other activities like, try to meet with elected representatives or hold town hall meetings because of the restrictions that are in place and stuff. And yeah, so I think we've really been efficient in this interview. We've got through all the questions here, and I guess in particular, I'm going to give you maybe a question and maybe a sub point on number 4. So kind of your vision for the future of IAPSS. So in terms of SRCs, the way they're structured, the way they operate, I guess what's your vision for the future in regard to that part of IAPSS? Do you think that anything could be changed? Do you see any possibilities for expanding SRCs in the future, or for new exciting initiatives that other SRC chairs might want to try, whether it's replicating stuff that your SRC has done or maybe trying something new?
Okay, like we have a many SRC in IAPSS. I think we can organize one event in collaboration with all the SRC. Like we have a SRC on different subjects. We have an SRC on this crime and security. We have a SRC on this international things. We have SRC on Asia and Oceania. We have SRC on Europe's region also. So we have many SRC. I think we should organize one event where all SRC will get gathered and they will get an opportunity to present their views or their journey so far. I think we should try to involve members of the SRC also, because I have seen that only chairs get an opportunity to get involved in the things. But members are the worker, like they are the main people who are working to make the SRC successful.
Yeah, absolutely. That sounds like a great idea. And I hope that folks at other SRCs are listening to this interview, and maybe some folks in the academic department at IAPSS as well, who might, yeah, think about organizing like the logistics of that kind of event. So as we've tested our online events over this past mandate, it's definitely
And
feasible.
yes, and but the one more thing, like due to COVID, we have a more facilities to organize the event. Like we can organize the online events, and we don't have to get assemble at one place. We have more opportunities to organize the events, because organizing an online event is, I think, very easy or feasible. Like don't need much efforts. So I think we can organize an events on regular basis. I think every SRC should try to organize one event per month. It would be more helpful for making this IAPSS more strong, more reachable to the students, and more valuable for the students also.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. That is the goal for sure. And yeah, definitely beneficial for our modest YouTube subscribers and views as well. I'm sure that they would be they
Yes.
would really appreciate some more SRC content. But
Yes, that's why my SRC always try to organize the events. As in July, we organize, as I already mentioned, in July, we organize the webinar. From September to December, we organize the lecture series. Now we are in February, we are planning to organize the webinar. In January, we didn't organize because there was a holiday due to New Year, and we get a lot of less time, and many of members have their exams. So now in February we are planning to organize a webinar, and next month we are planning to organize e-symposium. And now we are thinking that what can be new thing to organize in April or May. We are still exploring the new things.
yeah, and I guess speaking of online events, there's also the IAPSS World Congress coming up in May 2021. So there might be some opportunities to get SRCs involved in that. Maybe some SRC members would like to submit their abstracts and papers and stuff, and we could maybe do some SRC led panels during that conference. So that definitely some exciting opportunities that yeah, so you may want to reach out to the World Congress team. And for folks watching, I definitely recommend that you send your abstract to the World Congress. It's a great opportunity to meet
uh,
political
in
students.
fact, yesterday I have an interview with this Crystal, and I don't remember the other name. Some
I
Ahmed,
believe
I think.
yeah.
Yeah, for the panel coordinator. I always try. I have already tried to get involved with the IAPS World Congress.
That's we'll
Let's
definitely
see.
yeah. It's great to have you on board helping us there. And yeah, again, lots of potential for SRCs, different themes and events and stuff. And
Uh, we can do one more thing also. Like we can make it mandatory for every member of the SRC to submit at least one article for the ADV blog. As my SRC, from my SRC, I think every member has already submitted one paper each.
wow,
From March, we will try to submit another paper. So two papers from each member at least.
wow, I'm sure. Wow, those I'm sure the ADV editorial team will definitely appreciate that. And I guess that's really helped with the reboot of ADV this year. So that's yeah, definitely exciting. And I guess that sort of well, we've really been very efficient in this interview. So that's exciting. I know some folks have yeah, they really like those like more efficient kind of styles. So this we really I'm sure they'll really appreciate this. Is there anything that you would like to say to political science students, both today and who may be listening in future years, looking back to see the effects of, or I guess, what IAPS did during COVID-19, how it affected students, what students and IAPS members and young academics such as yourself, what their insights were? Yeah, what would you like to share with them?
Okay, first of all, for the political science students, I would like to say that if you are a political science student, then you must join the IAPS, because without joining IAPS, your academic is kind of incomplete. Like, because if you come in IAPS, you get an opportunity to learn many new things. You get an opportunity to learn from other members, from the people who are from political science students, but from different countries. And the kind of content followed in the universities is different country wise. If I talk about the syllabus that is followed in my country is different from the other region. So I think if you are a political science student, you must come in IELTS. It would be a great or life changing event to you. And if we have a president like Justin, it would be more good. Like
Oh,
he's always supporting or cooperative. Like
well,
he
thank you
always
so much.
mentored us in a very excellent way. Whether it's about organizing an event or whether it's about clearing any kind of doubt, he's always there.
Oh, well, thank you so much. And yeah, I guess that's definitely wise words. And I guess with that, we can maybe do some little promotional announcements at the end here. So just another reminder for folks to, if you're listening to this and you're not yet an IAPS member, you may want to go to the IAPS website, so iaps.org, and join as an individual. Or if you know your political science student association isn't yet affiliated with IAPS as a group, you can get some more effective group rates there and get your entire school, your entire program involved in IAPS. So everyone has those kinds of opportunities, including the democratic rights. So yeah, if you want to run for my position in a future election, then that would be, you know, a great opportunity. We definitely need more folks who want to run for roles on regional and global executive teams. And in addition, the World Congress is coming up, so stay tuned for that. As Meenakshi has mentioned, there's a lot of great SRC events coming up here on this channel. And for folks who maybe are already members and have been following IAPS for a while, we now have merchandise, so IAPS t-shirts and sweaters and all kinds of fun stuff on the website as well. So if you're interested in that kind of thing, there's lots of choices in terms of stuff for the regions. And well, I guess Meenakshi, if you have ideas for stuff for like that for SRCs, we could also create something like that for the merchandise as well, if you're interested in the future there.
Definitely, I think we should organize a like stationary kind of events stuff also. We can have a pen with the IAPSS logo. We can have a paper notepad with IAPSS logo.
Okay, well, that's definitely a great idea. I think when we start having physical events again, it'd be really nice. And I know we've mentioned in previous interviews that it might be beneficial to do like an in-person and a virtual component at the same time, so folks can still tune in from around the world who may not be able to travel to the location physically and stuff. But but yeah, lots to look forward to in IAPSS. And thank you so much, Meenakshi, for all of the work you and your SRC have done over this past mandate. It's been amazing to kind of tune into these various videos and webinars and stuff. And for some folks, I'm sure maybe they're going back multiple times as it's important for their classes and things like that. So it's definitely very beneficial, and I'm sure it will continue to be beneficial because it's there for future years too. That's kind of the real awesome part about those kinds of education resources, right? They were made there for the future as well. And so yeah, definitely looking forward to these new events. And if there's anything you need, you're welcome to let me know anytime.
Okay, thank you. Definitely.
Okay. And is there anything else that you would like to talk about while we're here, while everyone is tuning in?
Okay. Okay. As a president, what are your expectations from the SRC? Like, what do you want us to do to make IX more working, more reachable? Like, what we can do?
Well, I think a lot of the ideas that you mentioned are good, right? Like trying to get SRC members to publish, to create those kinds of resources like the webinars and stuff. Maybe do some fun events a few times a year to get folks involved. And also, I think it'd be very important to try to get as many IAPSS members involved as possible and make sure that, like, if they're interested in that topic, that they have a chance to at least, if not perhaps being like contributing regularly, maybe just being maybe sort of in communication with the SRC so they're informed about updates and stuff through the newsletter. I know that there is a form on the website that the academic department tried to do for like a subcommittees and stuff. So more like almost like dedicated folks who follow the SRC's activities, maybe get involved a little bit, but maybe not as much as the main core team. So I know in other academic associations like, IAPSA, the other national political science associations, these subsections have like every member when they sign up, it's like, which subsection do you want to be a part of, right? So like we could maybe do something like that for SRCs with that subcommittee form to get folks signing up and stuff.
Okay. Um, okay. Like, as an IPSA, we have a subcommittees for every kind of research. Like recently, they have created one new research committee on visual politics, I think, kind of stuff. Like, I think in SRC also, or in IAPSS also, we can have an SRC basically on the digital world, digital political science that is actually happening on the over the internet, because the foreign policies of the countries actually get impacted due to this internet. As in India right now, there is a peasant movement going on, and the Rihanna, the pop singer, commented on this peasant movement on the Twitter, and it get like lot of noise here. So I think we can have a SRC on the visual politics.
Yeah, that's very
Virtual, sorry, not visual, virtual politics.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's I think that will become increasingly relevant as the years go on here. And I know like some SRCs might tap into that a little bit, but we could definitely benefit from that if students and members are interested in that kind of organization. So I know we have quite a few, but there's still lots of room for other SRCs as well. So plenty of opportunities there.
In fact, we used to post from time to time that there is a vacancy to join the SRC. So if any of the students want to join this Asia and Oceania SRC, they are most welcome to join.
All right. Well, yes, definitely recommend joining the Asia and Oceania SRC. They've done some great work, as can be seen on the YouTube channel here, and also on the various Facebook videos. I know that some of your members have contributed to other IAPSS events, like the telethon that we did earlier, or in late 2020, so earlier in the mandate. So, which was, yeah, definitely a new precedent for IAPSS in terms of having a 24-hour online event. So we're definitely thankful to have the SRC help us out with the Oceania segment in particular. I know, and other segments as well. I know folks participated in, which was awesome.
All thanks to my members, like they are always very supporting. If I request them that we are going to organize a webinar or any kind of thing, they are always ready. Each member is very supporting. In fact, they are also keen to get involved in different kind of academic events. They are really enthusiastic.
Well, that's great to hear. It's, yeah, like that's really important to have that kind of supportive team to help kind of achieve those goals and stuff. And yeah, definitely for folks viewing, another reason to join the Asia and Oceania SRC here and to get involved with the activities and stuff. So thank you so much, Meenakshi, for your time. And is there anything else you would like to leave with folks watching as some concluding thoughts here?
Okay. Thank you for watching us. And in the end, I just would like to say, would like to say that please join IAPSS as a member, and then try to join the IAPSS as other positions. It would be really great learning experience for you.
Okay, well, thank you so much. And thank you so much to all the folks who have tuned in here. And yeah, we'll have lots of other exciting online videos and webinars from SRCs, from other parts of IAPSS, maybe some other interviews like this as well. So thanks again, Meenakshi, and until next time, take care and have a great rest of your day.